Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Metroid Prime, the Trilogy Edition here on the Wii, my 100% speedrun, and I really have to apologize in advance, because this is probably the video where shit's going to hit the fan, where I'm probably going to get really animated, really obnoxious, really ranty, and really just, I fucking hate people so much. But in the last episode, we went through the Chozo ruins, doing all of the little mini-bosses. We got back our missiles, our morph ball, and our morph ball bombs, and by extension, the spring ball. So, we have a very simple little puzzle here to unlock access to the furnace, which gives us an early energy tank. It's nice to have, but not necessary, because we're about to fight the first boss of this area. And the first boss of this area is piss fucking easy. If you have any problems with it, well, number one, the start of the area. I'm getting ahead of myself. Just relax. Woosah. So this puzzle is pretty simple. You just bomb 3 bomb slots, and the door opens up. Simple enough. Not really much to get in your way. But of course, people can find a way to fuck up an anvil, couldn't they? Now this is the thing that I really have to explain early on, is that I am not going through, this is the thing that I was talking about earlier with custom pads. I'm not going through and getting absolutely everything the first opportunity I can get. There are several out-of-the-way places that have opened up thanks to the bombs or the missiles or things like that I just do not get right away. Simply because it's not efficient to do so. If you can consolidate it all in one place, in one trip, for example, much later on, I'm going to wait to get the Wave Buster until after I get the Gravity Suit, because there happens to be a Chozo artifact there. And if you don't know what the Chozo artifacts are, well, now that you have missiles, go to the Impact Crater. And you know what you'll have in the Impact Crater is a Chozo artifact there. And on top of that, you'll have clues as to where to find others. The Impact Crater is your last area of the game. It's what the Chozo lore and the pirate data build up to. But if you don't read the lore, how the fuck would you know that? So read the fucking lore. Now, of course, we go here into the Arboretum, I guess it's called. And this is one of those rooms in the Chozo ruins that have 4 runic symbols. And for whatever reason, I have to be closer. Or there was a piece of venom weed there that was... I don't know. I don't know the reason why it didn't scan right away, but it's not a big deal. Another important thing about the Chozo ruins is that here, and many, many other rooms, you'll find war wasps. Get rid of the war wasp hive with a missile, and problem solved. Simple enough. You are, admittedly, your very first playthrough, unless you're just following along here on your first playthrough, you're going to miss these runic symbols. It's just the way the game works. It tells you to be more observant, and not always just tunnel vision a room. These ones aren't too far out of the way, though. There's nothing really... to be honest, none of the Chozo runic symbol puzzles are particularly complicated. And of course here, we have this piece of... we're about to go into the boss room. Piss easy, boss! But... let's find something positive. The music is actually not on a bugged loop this time around, unlike the original North American Gamecube version. So, we have a little bit more frightening of a music piece. But there, you see, the solar panel, there's your clue number 1. If you care, you can scan it and you find out that it needs solar power. If you've played a video game before, you know the big glowy thingy at the base of the solar panel. But no! Why the fuck would you think that anything is happening? This is Flogger, ladies and gentlemen. None of your attacks do any damage to it. You can just stun it. the point of it is to stun him long enough to take out the solar panels. And it goes in classic video game fashion in slightly ascending order of difficulty. We got 1 panel at the start, then 2, then 3, then all 4. Simple pattern boss. Very easy. Made even easier in the trilogy version with the Wii mode aiming because you have precise crack shots like this. And I'm not saying that you have to be that automatically awesome at aiming. I wasn't. It's practice. But that being said, if you have a problem and you don't know why you're damaging a boss, odds are there's something else that you've missed. So scan the fucker! I have such a problem. Flagra is a piss-easy boss. Like, you'd have to try to fuck him up. And here's missile canceling. Useful. Just to take it out quickly. This is not some big, massive skill fest here. I'm not that great of a player. I'm competent, okay. But I'm already on the last step of the fight. You notice here that I don't have Flagra doing anything. You stun him, you take out his reflectors. If you're not as great of a crack shot at hitting the reflector's base from the other side of the room, you just stun him more times. Because if you don't, Flagra will knock his reflectors back into place. So don't do that. I don't get it. And this, another example, I'm not the best player. I'm not fucking super human efficient. The guys on Speed Demos Archive, oh my god, awesome, all of them. I tip my hat to them if I wore hats. But there, Flagra dead. Take that, you fuck, I guess. Easy? Very easy. Well, wait there. This game, it's freaking sucks. It's quality content that I'm putting out for you guys. Shut the fuck up. I cannot emphasize enough. This is the reason why I'm putting this playthrough out, okay? Because it didn't have commentary at the start. I wasn't going to do anything with it. It's just something I recorded because I'm a fucking nerd like that. But I have the motivation now. If I have to verbally put somebody in their fucking place, well, I have just one thing to say to you. It's turbo time! Now, of course, your reward for beating Flagra is the various suit, so barely any time into the game at all. We've already got everything that we lost at the Orphean except for the grapple beam, which we won't get back for quite some time. But I need to make something clear to you guys. This is not just some elitist gamer rant against somebody who can't play. I played World of Warcraft for years. Do you know what a semi-competent player at World of Warcraft has to deal with a lot? Pugs. And quite often, a lot of those are shitty players. This is not a knock on them personally. Everybody starts somewhere. Metroid, I sucked ass when I started. I'm not really fucking stellar now. I'm competent. You know why? Because I used the brain that I was born with to adjust, to learn controls and not sit there clunking around and then making excuses for everything that goes wrong except your own user error. This is a war not on a shitty player but a piece of shit human being. I'm of the opinion that bad people deserve to fail. But we're about to go down to the Magmore Caverns, and as I promised, lore readings. This is Beginnings, the first one you're supposed to encounter. The history of the Chozo stretches back into ancient times, so far into the fog of the past that we know not where our ancestors came from. One thing is clear, however. The Chozo who colonized Talon 4 made a conscious choice to eschew a civilization of advanced technology. We Chozo chose to live in harmony with nature, guided by the providence of the universe. We believe we will spend peaceful days here and plan to leave our words from time to time. And words they shall leave, in the form of lore. I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. Next time we will go immediately through the Magmore Caverns and go into the Phendrana Drifts. Thank you, fuck you, bye!